So, for China, trust but verify. That's the subject of the riff. Trust but verify is my response to President Trump's latest deal-making with China President Xi Jinping. Of course, that's always the case with the Chinese, who can never be counted on to keep their promises. And then again, President Trump knows all about that and will unhesitatingly slap high tariffs on China if they break their commitment to stopping fentanyl or holding back rare earths or not purchasing soybeans or oil or other commodities. You know, it was 7 years ago at the G20 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, when President Trump first asked Xi to stop fentanyl. And Xi quickly said he would. That was 7 years ago. So here we are again. And for the sake of preventing hundreds of thousands of more deaths from the deadly drug, hopefully Xi will keep his promise this time. But let's step back for a moment from the details to one of Mr. Trump's really great accomplishments in his Southeast Asia trip. Basically, to use trade deals as a key instrument of foreign policy in order to corner China. Supreme Court, please take notice. Trade is inseparable from foreign policy. That's why IEPA, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, is important in trade deals with Australia, Japan, Vietnam, Malaysia, Cambodia, South Korea, including strict regulations on Chinese transshipping, where they try to route their cheap exports and unfair trading practices hidden by other countries. All that's been banned in these new trade deals. Australia and Vietnam, well, they already have rare earth stockpiles, and the other countries are developing them, as is the U.S. None of those countries are in love with China. Surely the Supreme Court will understand that it is the commander-in-chief who holds sway over foreign policy, exactly where he is developing international trade policy. In some sense, I think this is the most important point made during the whole presidential trip. Now, to be sure, U.S.-China relations are de-escalating, and Chinese tariffs will come down a bit from 57% to 47%. There will be no 100% tariff surcharge. The question now is whether this is a new era of Sino-U.S. cooperation or another step in a managed decoupling strategy. I haven't heard yet any discussions about China's cease and desist of Russian oil purchases. We'll see about that. It does look like the TikTok deal is going to go through. But surely U.S. Trade Rep Jamieson Greer, who'll be here in just a few moments, surely he will continue his 301 investigation concerning China's broken promises over the U.S.-China Phase 1 trade deal that was signed during Mr. Trump's first term. President Trump calls this meeting a 12 out of 10. Well, that's very high. I hope he's right. But I do remember Reagan. Trust but verify. And that's the riff.